Greetings, honourable community, and a very warm welcome to Sunday Night Live. It's Sunday, darlings, and I know that's going to be kind of a sad thing for some of you. The end of your weekend and the impending onset of a Monday and return to the grind and the normality of the. But for me, this is my Sunday's like my Friday night, darlings. Looking forward to my day off and some shenanigans and all of that. But hey, it's not all about me. It's all about you. You, the pufflings, the bogs, the mainstay of this fantastic community, my inner scrotum. And I would love to know how your day has been, really. What have you been up to? I need to know what you've been eating. Of course I do. We all do for the community Snap feature. So, what did you have for your breakfast? What did you have for Sunday lunch, if you had a Sunday lunch? Well, I mean, you did. If you had lunch and it's Sunday, you had a Sunday lunch, didn't you? What have you been nibbling on this evening? What did you have for your dinner? And do you have a small libation to wet your whistle? And if you do, join me as we raise a toast to, to us. Let's make the toast to us, the Bogs community. Cheers, darling. Your very good health. Sorry, I just had a thing come through, and I just want to have a look at it out of interest. Oh, right, okay. Cheers, darlings. Bottoms up yours. I've been looking forward to that all evening. Now then, yeah, it's happening. I'm just going to try and talk through it, okay? Oh, it's a good one. First cab off the rank tonight is the fantastic Jimmy Mighty Quinn, who says, good evening, Boaty and all. Good evening to you. Barry is with us, that guy from SETI Alpha 5. Hello all, how are we? Peter P, the absolutely amazing Peter P is with us. The lovely Stratospherian has graced us with their presence. It's raining like a fothermucker here, says Barry. It was raining last night. Karen was telling us although she didn't mitigate the language to quite the same extent. Is it the rainy season there? Well, that race was a kick in the bollocks for Russell, says Barry. Well, yeah, and it was a kick in the bollocks for Mercedes as well, wasn't it? Yeah. I would argue, and I don't know if you would agree with me, and apologies if you're not an F1 fan, because this won't be of interest to you, but I will move on in due course. In a way, Russell was the creator of his own demise, in my opinion. At Spa, there's no cool down lap, and by missing out on one or two pit stops, then he didn't have the opportunity to pick up the weight that he needed to pick up. He couldn't do it on a pit stop, and he couldn't do it on a cool down lap, because obviously Spa is too long to allow a cool down lap. So the pit crew should have realised this, and it should have been acted on, or Russell himself should have realised it, and it should have been acted upon. So, I mean, it was a clever strategy, but in the end, it for the sake of one little technicality, it proved to be almost a little bit too clever. But yeah, it's an absolute kick in the teeth. I mean, he drove beautifully to win that. To hold Lewis and Piastri off on tyres that old, it was a superb drive, an inspired drive, and yeah, it's a kick in the teeth. It's the loss of a British one too, but you know me, I'm a massive Lewis Hamilton fan. So if he was going to lose it, then I'm glad it went to Lewis. And what does that give him? Is that 105 now or something? It's a lot anyway. So no, but I mean, what a fascinating race. What a fascinating race. You know, Formula One has woken up, hasn't it, after 2 years of 2 or more years of dominance or near dominance. We're getting some real racing back. It's wonderful. Oh, that's very nice indeed. Oh, Matron's here. Evening, all. Hello, Matron. Thank you again for last night. I hope you all enjoyed last night's live stream with Matron, who kind of put the rest of us to shame with the amount of effort that she put into it, and certainly made me at a loss for words, and that doesn't often happen. So well done on all of those counts, Matron. The fantastically wonderful Holly is with us and says good evening to all. Disintegrating Carbird is here. Hello, everybody, she says. Hope you've all had lovely Sundays. I had a Fray Bentos pie. Can anybody snap that? Right, I can do a minor community snap with you, Emils. I had a pie for lunch. It wasn't a Fray Bentos pie. It was a Sainsbury's steak and ale in puff pastry pie. But it was a pie. So that's community snap. And if it helps, I had it with new potatoes and green beans. If anybody would like to snap with me. Bad Books is with us and says, good evening all. Peter P says, hi Emma, it was a fun live today. Yeah, Emma went live today. Washing up live with a camera mounted somewhere up in the roof. I only watched the beginning of it. I was at work, didn't get a chance to watch anymore. Oh, Neil is here, the very nice man indeed. Hello all, how are we tonight? Tom is with us and says evening all. Peter P is asking if it was the chicken pie that Emma had. Soph is here. Lovely, hello Soph. And Emma goes on. And a special good evening to the wonderful Mr. Boaty. This time next week, I shall be sitting right there beside you again. Yes, darlings, yes. 1 week from today, I will be shuffled over here and the disintegrating Carbird will be perched here immediately to my right. Or to your left, if you prefer. You can have it either way. And we will definitely not be having a stupidly late night because we will be getting up bright and early to head off back to Wales the following day. So, yeah, a week tomorrow, back to Wales, darlings, and I can't wait. Excuse me. Yep, it's all starting to kick off, darlings. August is going to be absolutely fantastic. Right, Barry had self-made tikka masala. Well, good on you for making it yourself, mate. Emma's keeping the pie a secret until the video comes out on Tuesday. Don't forget, there is a pie challenge going on. As of Tuesday, you can upload your Fray Bentos related videos, darlings, and we're going to have a view off to see which gets the most views. You know, I mean, Emma's probably going to cheat and she's going to bloody do the whole video with the pie balanced on her naked breast or near naked breast or something. I'm going to have to think of something to counter that. Maybe I'll go for the pink vote and camp it right up and do the full Christopher Biggins while I eat mine. Neil had a great day today. He managed to book Andy in for his belts and clutch change. And he's managed to rent his mate's ramps. Brilliant. Excellent. Tom went to view the progress on my new classic, on his new classic. Is it still a secret what it is, Tom? For those who don't know, Tom had a rather lovely Spitfire, Triumph Spitfire. I can't remember what year it was or what mark, but anyway, it doesn't matter now. He's flogged it, hasn't he? And he's replaced it with something else, and I don't know what that something else is. 3, 2, 1. Open the fridge. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
It's Mr. Stephen Paddy from Port Sunlight in the Whittle, the Leisure Peninsula. How the devil are you, my dear chap?
Not too bad, sir. I'm not getting blinded tonight by a pair of titties.
No, that is to your misfortune. I'm sorry I can't provide them for you. I mean, I could get
No, it was funny last night, wasn't she?
Oh, God, yeah, I didn't know where
They're both as bad as each other, the two sisters.
Hey?
They're both as bad as each other, the two sisters.
Oh, yeah, they are, absolutely. I mean, you know, what the hell am I going to do in 2 weeks when I've got them both here in real life?
I know you some, yeah, but this time next week you'll have to piss in the garden again.
Yes. I might take a washing up bowl to bed with me. Or I suppose I could just wee out of the window, couldn't I?
Yep.
Tourists won't mind. I'm looking forward to it. I'm so looking forward to next week.
You seem a lot happier these days, sir.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, it's summer. You have a bit of optimism, don't you? Some things are happening.
As you say, always look on the bright side of life.
Yeah, well, you have no choice, do you? I am feeling a little bit more positive since I properly went through my old finances and tried to be grown up and
that's the best way, isn't it?
See where I go. Yeah, but it's really difficult to get yourself to do, isn't it? It's just easier to stick your head in the sand. So, and then in a way you end up more depressed because you realise just how much of a hole you're in. And you think you're the biggest twat ever for allowing yourself to get in that hole. But at least you're kind of taking control of it a bit. And that makes you feel a bit more positive.
Yeah, but when you've not been sarcastic, when you've had money, like you said you have, you've been like money was no object. It's weird.
Yeah. You kind of get used to not having to think about that sort of stuff. But I've been poor for long enough now that I should be better at being poor. It's my own fault. Can't blame anybody else.
Anyway, sir, what time did you get back from work today? What did you do today, sir?
I got back at about 11:15. 20 to 11, quarter to 11, something like that. And it's been a weird night, actually. The restaurant was dead. We had 5 people in all night, but takeaways were super duper busy and no driver on a Sunday night. So I've been running about all over the place in JJ.
Gets you out of the place, doesn't it?
Yeah, totally. I enjoy it, actually.
Hopefully you can sort out upstairs and maybe take it on yourself.
Oh, well, that's the massive hope.
Because as you were saying, you might be about a windy boot. What we do with your farting, though, because it's well known your property with your wind.
Oh, I'll have to wear some kind of protective underwear, won't I? I'm keeping everything crossed for upstairs. I've heard that he's had his builders do quite a thorough job on it, that everything's new, but I've still got no idea what his plans are. So, I mean, we'll wait and see. Hopefully this week I'll find out something. I'm going to do everything I can to get my hands on it.
If you do it sneaky, you might be able to manage it for them, as you say, live in there.
Yeah.
You might be able to do sneaky and still work downstairs as well. You won't have far to go to work then.
Yeah, exactly.
But where would you park your vehicles, though?
Just slightly down the road. There's about half a mile from the restaurant. You know, when I go home, I go out of the restaurant, turn left, past the kebab shop, swing round to the left, past the rest of the town, and then I head down that hill underneath the big dual carriageway bridge. All the way down that road, there's free public parking on both sides of the road. And it's like separate parking. It's not on-road parking. It's marked off parking, you know. And there's space there for about maybe 200 cars. And
that's good. You could have some kind of camera thing so you could check your cars.
Yeah, and there's only
some kind of Wi-Fi thing.
There's only ever 2 or 3 cars parked there, so I could shove them all down there, no problem at all. And I'd get absolutely no grief for them being here, being there. So things could be quite exciting, but I've just not got a clue what the landlord's intentions are. So I'm not going to get excited. because for all I know, he could have a family member who's going to move in, or he could have already.
Yeah, because I don't mean to be racist, because they're foreign, they have different plans, don't they?
Or he might have sold it for all I know.
Yeah.
You know, I literally haven't got a clue, but as I say,
He might just come to you one day. I'll say, you're going to manage this for me.
We'll see. I mean, he doesn't know me really. No, I mean, yeah, he doesn't know me. He knows of me, and we've probably passed each other, and he probably knows I looked after his dad a bit, but he does. We haven't got any kind of a relationship. Even the guys at the restaurant, they don't have anything to do with him. Bishnu plays his cards very close to his chest, and Bishnu is the only one who deals with him. So we'll just have to wait and see. What will be, will be.
Yep, and also, I bet the M11 got excited with your underwear wafting in the breeze the other day, and yeah, what's the name?
I've got no idea. Perhaps she'll let us know in the comments.
Yep. Anyway, have a good evening, sir. You are a wanker, because I know you won't have much time tonight, sir.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Tomorrow, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Nice to hear from you, mate.
All right, good night, sir.
Catch you later. Bye-bye. The lovely Mr. Stephen Parry there. Excuse me for just 1 second. Let's top up the old wine chalice. Oh, it's going straight to my head, this is. It's not going to be a late night tonight, darlings. I'm feeling a bit sleepy and woozy already. And it's only, what time is it? Oh, 18 minutes past. There we are. Now, where did we get to? Oh, yeah, Neil had a good day. That's right. Oh, and Tom went to view the progress on his new classic. Disintegrated Car Girl says, get ready for the winegasm. I'm trying not to show it now. I'm trying to make it a more personal thing about me rather than inflicting it on all of you. It's still happening, and it's happening every night. And I promise you, it's a genuine thing. I'm not putting it on. It hasn't always happened. The first time it happened on a live stream, that was honestly the first time it happened, full stop. There were hints of it going back a few months when I had a really nice bottle of wine and I was starting to get that glow in my belly. I mean, it probably means there's something horribly wrong with my body or something. It probably means my liver is giving up or something like that, because that's the way that life is, isn't it? That, you know, nothing that comes along and seems to be perfectly pleasant and wonderful is ever perfectly pleasant and wonderful. Every bloody silver lining has a cloud, doesn't it? But what the hell, I'm enjoying it. A nightly bit of pleasure. Bad Books had a full English for brunch and a barbecue for tea. Wonderful sunny day. Alan Simpson is with us and says, greetings, Boaty and the honourable community. So who got to see Karen's amazing tool, asks Barry. Well, if you, well, I know what you're talking about, Barry. Let's see if anybody else does. Let us know in the comments if any of you guys got to see Karen's amazing tool. I did. Oh, Matron's got a community snap with Bad Books. She had a barbecue today as well. Jimmy F500 is with us. Hello. Did you enjoy cracking the whip last night, Disintegrating Carbird? I was enjoying the brief live today. Little Lemon was lively. All the else. Neil says, Neil says, Andy's also going on Streetwise alloys on a very temporary basis, as his alloys are being refurbished in Starlight Silver with silver flake in them. Oh, that sounds nice. I love this. Oh God, hang on. I need a puff before I read that. Oh, this is genius. I love Alan Simpson. He's brilliant. Oh, I'm not going to be able to not think about this now. Alan says, does anyone else sing Stigbert von Thundercock to the tune of Champion the Wonder Horse whenever Boaty drives past him on a video? I bet you nobody else does, but I bet you we all will now, won't we? You can't not. Stigbert von Thundercock, Stigbert von Thundercock. That's totally going to be going around my, absolutely. I'll tell you what, I'll sing it in tomorrow's video if I remember. That is brilliant. Champion the Wonder Horse. And if the lyrics of the title song are true, you will all know his name, because they did say the time would come when everyone would know the name of Champion the Wonder Horse. And what a wonderful horse he was. He was the kind of horse that you wouldn't eat all in one go, wasn't he? He'll be dandy randy soon, Neil, says Peter P. I saw her tool, Barry, says Emma. Gosh, I bet you're a good boy around her. Oh, yeah, I bet. And Emma says, no, I hated cracking the whip, Jimmy. Harder work than I imagined. I'm not applying for the matron role anytime soon. Barry says, I do get to target shoot it sometimes. My regular sidearm is an automatic pistol. And there we are. Tolka, oh my goodness me. Tolka Stolicom, I apologize if I pronounced that correctly, is with us or was with us and left a message and then retracted it. So, you might have seen it. You might know what it said. I didn't see it. I don't know what it said. So I'm just going to have to live in wonderment and in fact, just scrolling ahead, it seems that he's retracted all of his messages, or she or they, every single message. They're probably, and that one, and that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. Oh, I see. All right. And that one hasn't been retracted, but yeah, I can see why the previous ones were. Oh, well, there we are. Now then, back to the old comments. Where did it get to? See, I've gone ahead now. I've lost my place. Oh, I got to there, didn't I? Yeah. Neil's having a giggle at Dandy Randy. Yes, indeed, Neil. Yeah, I did just spot that. It'll be a blast once he's done and dusted. I'm genuinely looking forward to doing the bits and pieces to him to get him perfect. The new seats are going in on Wednesday. Oh, exciting stuff. Oh, and not my lovely horse, Alan Simpson, says Peter P. My lovely, lovely, lovely horse. My lovely horse. Now, Stigbert's definitely a champion, the Wonder Horse car. Where are you going with your fetlocks blowing in the wind? Alan had a Weatherspoons breakfast today. Any good, Alan? Would you recommend it? Is Weatherspoons the new little chef? Discuss. Emma doing her Sophie B. Hawkins bit. Now there's a 90s banger of a tune. No idea what that's about. Oh, Holly says, Boaty, your meal sounds nice. I put some Marks and Sparks chips in the oven with young scampi, I think, and baked beans. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. What a fabulous Sunday meal. Simone is with us and says, hiya. Hello, Simone. Hope you're wonderfully well, my lovely. Sorry I missed your live stream, Emma, earlier, says Holly. At least with a spanner, you could enlarge some profile pictures to see them properly. Mustard's here, Captain Mustard. Hello. Is that funny friends or furry friends? I haven't got glasses, you see. I haven't got glasses, darlings. I just have to do my best with what God gave me, which pretty much describes my sex life throughout my adult life. Yeah. My sexual autobiography, doing my best with what God gave me. and the Savoy. Sorry, that just amused me. A large battered sausage is nothing to be ashamed of. Discuss. Now, I'm very excited that Captain Mustard is here so I can remind him that it's his turn to buy lunch tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow, darlings. I am off to the Yard of Dreams to hang out with my best mate, and as far as I know, we've got nothing to do, which means that we can just arse about all day, have fun, and have a nice lunch, which, all being well, I won't have to pay for. Unlike last week. And the week before. Oh dear. Oh, right. Oh, here we go. Tom says the Spitfire was a 78. So that makes it, oh God, I've forgotten. Mark 4? Ooh, probably got that wrong. Oh, and did the reveal today. Oh, now then. Now then. Now then. There's a clue. It's a Series 1 Allegro in Harvest Gold, courtesy of Allegro Man. Well. Can I book, please, Tom, can I book a test drive and review video thing, please? I've owned an Allegro. I would love to be reacquainted with one. My Allegro was in some kind of light blue, and it was a 1500 Super, and it had a 5-speed gearbox when cars didn't have 5-speed gearboxes. It used exactly the same amount of oil as it did petrol, and I went to the American adventure in it with Sue and Ollie and their child, which I've forgotten the name of. Oh no, it was just Sue and Ollie. Oh, and possibly. Oh, and Donna. There were 4 of us. Oh yeah, my other half was there as well, wasn't she? Feature number 3. Who remembers the American adventure? And feature number 3A. What was your favourite theme park stroke, pleasure beach stroke, fun fair when you were a youngster? That's a good one. We should do that. And we might follow. I'm so sorry. We might follow on with that one tomorrow. That's a really good subject. That'll go on and on. And I'm not going to go on and on tonight, darlings. I'm going to finish at midnight or shortly after, and I'm going to eat some curry, and then I'm going to go to bed and get some sleep. I'm going to be boring and sensible. But I've had a nice weekend, actually. I haven't done a daily diary today or yesterday, and I've been tidying up the cottage, catching up on things and sorting stuff out, and yeah, carrying on from, and also because Friday's daily diary, which came out on Saturday, it's, for whatever reason, I thought it might. It's doing rather well, darlings. It's getting an almighty amount of views by my standards, and it's bringing in a really surprising number of subscribers. So I don't suppose it'll carry on much after today, but it's been jolly nice while it lasted. Yeah. If you want to succeed on YouTube, just put make sure that the title says something about, oh my God, I'm skint and I'm probably going to be killed for being poor. And just a thumbnail of you going something like that, and you'll get views, darlings. It's the way YouTube is. It's very unfair. Go to Wales, spend a fortune, make a beautiful video with amazing production values. You'll get fuck all in the way of views. Do a shitty little daily diary video where you say, hello, darlings, I'm stupid with money and now I'm skint. And I'm just going through this to see exactly how stupid I am. Thank you for watching. And you'll get thousands of views and loads of new subscribers. It's weird, but there you are. There you are. Oh, and on the subject of that, can I point out that obviously part of the reason for my financial disintegration is the fact that I was demonetized on YouTube. I'm sure you haven't forgotten that. But yesterday or today, we've passed a little bit of a milestone. Tricky chaps, words. Milestone, darlings. 2 months down. 2 months of being demonetized are over, and I've just got 1 month to go through. It's now the 28th of July, and on the 27th of August, I can reapply. Obviously, there's no guarantee that that will go through, but it should do. And then there's still going to be a delay of 1 or 2 months before I actually get any money. But touch wood, fingers crossed, that a month from today I can reapply, and you can all be channel members and have names that light up and things after your names and all of that good stuff that we've really, really missed. And I've only got 1 more month, 4 to 5 weeks, however, whatever it is, to try and survive somehow. And on that note, I really should, I know I've said it a million times already, but I should really thank each and every one of you who've helped in any way to get me through the first 2 of the 3 months unwelcome and uninvited sabbatical from earning money from making you lot suffer with live streams and videos. 1 month to go, darlings. Just 1 month to go. Oh my God. Oh, on one hand, it seems to have been forever. I've forgotten what it's like. I've even forgotten how to do it, what you have to press on the videos to get stuff on them. And on the other hand, it feels like it's gone by really quickly. And I know that doesn't make sense, but that, that's kind of the reality of it. It seems to have whizzed by, but it also seems to have taken forever. But yeah, a massive and heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you who've used the PayPal link thing that I set up and that's in the descriptions to pay the equivalent of your channel memberships or whatnot, or just, help in any way. God knows how, it's really made a difference. And I'm so, so grateful. And I will never forget. Honestly, when I'm really rich and famous, darlings, and super successful and super duper influencer and YouTubist and all of that things, then, when we pass each other in the street, then I won't cross over to the other side of the street to ignore you. Oh no, I will look you square in the eye and ignore you on the same side of the street. No, I won't. I won't. I won't. I won't. I'll I'll give you all 3 rooms at the Airbnb. We'll have a big old party. And remember that. Do you remember that time when you were totally skint for 3 months or 3 years or however long it turns out to be? Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I sent you a pie, and I shall look you in the eye and give you a hug and say, thank you. Thank you for your pie. You irritated my bowels. And I shall remember you every time that I have a less than perfect bowel moment. Sorry. Sophie is urging everybody to grease the like button and possibly hit share as well if you fancy it. Tom, yes, I did, mate. Sorry, I'm terrible with messages. I'm really awful. Sometimes I'll see them and just forget to reply. Sometimes I'll reply to them and see the reply to my reply and forget to reply to that. But yeah, like I say, I never turned down an offer like that, and I'd love to. Yeah, I mean, it would be really cool to meet you. Just that, actually, irrespective of any help. So let's sort something out. Holly was getting a soft drink. Good for you, Holly. diddly do. Oh, and then there are lots and lots and lots of people saying hello to each other, which is rather lovely. Oh, Trisha's here, Trisha and Paul, fantastic. Oh, which reminds me, I must bring your lovely t-shirt in from outside. I actually, unusually for me, I did the sensible thing and laundered it before I wore it. And it's outside drying, but it'll be totally dry. But you know, I hang it from under. I haven't got a washing line, darlings. I haven't got a washing line, so I hang stuff from underneath my umbrella parasol over the table. Oh, you've seen it. I put it on videos. Anyway, I just need to bring it in and pop it in the wardrobe, quite honestly. Um, oh, now, tonight, Holly has got Fever Tree tonic water, Italian grape flavour. It has apricot flavour in it too. I don't really have a favourite drink, she goes on to say. Oh, there we are. Simone is upset about 6 billion ants in her garden. Well, they were bonkers today, Simone, generally, says Matron. What were? The ants. Oh, I might have missed a couple of comments. Neil was asking Simone if she was okay, and she was saying yes. She mowed the garden today. Well, good on you. Now, Simone, you live in the doings, don't you? A thing that I didn't know what it was until you told me. Oh, maisonette. Maisonette, that's right. And oh, I remember now, and it kind of made sense after you told me, because maisonette is, well, it's kind of French, isn't it? And if you stick et on the end of anything French, it means like a smaller version of it. A maison is, of course, French for house. So a maisonette would be a little house. And as I understand it, a maisonette, as we pronounce it, is a big old house that's been kind of chopped up to make individual flats. So so in your maisonette, in your deluxe maisonette, Simone, do you have, you probably answered this before, do you have like individual garden sections, or do you have like a joint garden? And if you've gone out and mowed the joint garden, then you've gone over and above the call of duty, my lovely. Well done, you. I quite like the sound of a maisonette, actually. Alan was on the full sugar coat with lots of ice today. Simone is bemoaning the fact that she chose the wrong day for mowing. Oh, Neil is expressing some very unpleasant opinions about ants. Holly says, Alan, full sugar Coke is the best with ice and a slice of lemon. Was that at Weatherspoons with your breakfast you had there? Now, I would argue about the slice of lemon. I don't think lemon sits well in a Coke, be it full sugar or Diet Coke. I would prefer a slice of lime, but if you've never tried it, the best thing that you can possibly put in your Coke, orange. And if you think I'm mad, try it and then tell me I'm mad. You won't. You'll love it. You'll wonder why you never did it sooner. Orange in Coke is the best thing ever. Trust me. Try it. When I had my very first pub, well, actually, it wasn't my first pub. When Donna and I were the assistant management couple in Maddow Rourke's Kipper House, it was Jan and Les who told me to put orange in Coke because it was just better. And they were right. And the other thing they taught me, they didn't teach me much else, bless them, but I'll never forget them. They were lovely. They introduced me to the concept of a wine fridge. And to this day, I've always had a separate wine fridge to my main fridge. They introduced me to that. And the other thing they introduced me to was gradations of wine. And that's something else I've always done. So they would have 3 wines. They would have their daily splosh, which was Soave. And then they would have their like weekend splosh, and then they would have their like special occasion splosh. And I've always done that as well. God, I haven't thought about that for 30 years. Isn't it amazing? I'm very well, Sophie, and I hope you are too, my lovely. Oh, Mr. Stephen Paddy's day has been fine. And yeah, absolutely. He's looking forward to tomorrow, as am I. Sung exactly like that, Boaty, says Alan. Oh gosh, and then a flurry of hellos again. Matron loves the Weatherspoons full English, cheap and cheerful. Barry says that Weatherspoons can't make a decent credit to save their lives. Well, no surprise there. Will you be? Oh, right. Simone's garden is separate. It's all hers. She's in complete charge of it. And that's a nice thing. Lovely to have your own bit of garden space. So glad to hear that, Simone. And I'm still, me and Emma, we're still, well, we're still going to come down and inflict ourselves upon you in a, socially and morally acceptable way. Of course, don't get any. I wouldn't want anybody to get the wrong ideas. We're just going to go down and we're going to visit Simone because we think she's wonderful and we would love to meet her. And we're going to have a nice lunch and probably film it because Emma just films everything now. Emma's she's well and truly got the YouTube bug. She said to me in a thing today, we were talking about something or other, and she said, "Oh, I'd be happy to help you with that as long as I can film it." She's totally got the YouTube bug. It's, everything is an opportunity for content. And I understand that, and it makes me smile because I went through exactly the same thing. When you first get into YouTube and you're kind of voracious, in terms of your content and your uploading, you just think everything is an opportunity. That's how the Mustard and Boaty Do lunch started. I thought, well, we're sitting here eating lunch. I could film that. And when we drive to lunch, I'm thinking, well, I could film this. And then we drive back and I'm thinking, I could film that. You probably do too much when you start, but it's kind of addictive. So I totally get it. Oh dear. Oh, that wine is going down terribly well. So yes, Mr. Paddy, I will be popping to the yard to see Paul tomorrow, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's his turn to buy lunch. I don't know if I mentioned that. Feature number 12. Oh well, if he's paying, it's his choice. But what do you think that me and Mustard should have for lunch? Or if you were with us tomorrow, what would you insist on for lunch? Now, last week we had last week we were with Neil and Sophie, and we had Dave's Chippy. And the week before, I think we had International Chippy, wasn't it? Didn't we have Donna Kebabs? So what do you reckon for tomorrow? Should it be a return to Istanbul, a return to International Chippy? It won't be David's Chippy. Mustard never goes there unless they're a guest. Pardon me. But yep, the weather's going to be nice as well. I'm just thoroughly looking forward to it. Weatherspoons will never be the new Little Chef, says Alan, but it's a good plateful for what you pay. Scottish breakfast has a tatty scone and black pudding, as well as the usual sausage, bacon, toast, eggs, and beans. Weatherspoons, says Jimmy Quinn, who has got good taste, is a poor man's soup kitchen. It's shit. I agree, Jimmy. I have to agree with you on that. I've been to a Weatherspoons once in my life, and that was once too often. It was utterly shit. Weatherspoons curry, says Matron, are ping and ding ready meals. And that was aimed at Barry. And Barry agrees with that. Mustard says, my latest video has been up for 30 minutes and it's been voted down to 93%. Some people are fucking asses. Oh, Mustard, sorry to hear that. What video is it? Well, I'll watch it when I finish this. Amazingly, no, I'm not going to say that because I will tempt fate. I will tempt fate. But I'm sorry to hear that, mate. It's, well, I mean, you know, obviously I feel your pain. You know what my ratios have been like of late. You know, it's tall poppy syndrome. It's tall poppy syndrome. The bigger you get, the more somebody will try and take your head off because somebody will think you don't deserve it, or they'll be jealous, or they think they should have it. Or what is your latest video? Go on, let's have a look just out of interest. Only very quickly. Oh, okay, it's a review. It's a review on something modern. I'm going to have to bump you down the order. I'll watch that tomorrow, and I think I'll watch Blot tonight, and the rest of the M11's live stream, of course. You know, chronologically, they were ahead of you. No, seriously, Mustard's video is a review of some MG. I think it's an electric thing. So I'm sure it'll be interesting. Be interesting to compare your reactions to when I drove that £70,000 electric Jaguar SUV type thing. But yeah, you're going to get dislikes when you drive electric vehicles, aren't you? Because people are binary. They can't make room for the fact that you're a petrol head, but you also might like electric vehicles. Hubnut loves electric vehicles. You know, he's on record saying he'd love to own one. I thought I had that day with a £71,000 Jaguar, and I thought it was a bloody amazing bit of kit. Absolutely amazing. But there we are. Oh, and Barry goes on to say that Weatherspoons steak is on a par with mystery meat meals from Iceland. Yeah, well, I mean, if you if you go into Weatherspoons and order a steak, you deserve all you get. If you want a good steak, you've got to go to a really good steakhouse or cook it yourself. I'm terrified of eating steak when I'm out because I know it's going to cost a lot of money, and I know that I could do a much better job at home. I'd cook it better. I'd make a better sauce. Anyway, there we are. I miss Little Chef's sauté potatoes, says Alan, and so do I. There was something quite decadent about having disguised chips on a breakfast plate. Exactly. Now, for those who don't know, sauté potatoes were a constituent part of a Little Chef Olympic breakfast. Now, we know Little Chef. They were frozen and deep fried from frozen. However, they were perfectly delicious. And I wonder, Alan, I wonder if you've done this. I have replicated Little Chef sauté potatoes on more than one occasion. I've cooked them at home, and you know they're a bit of a faff to make. They're a bit of a faff to make properly anyway, because it involves parboiling and cutting and skin on and blanching and patting dry and double frying and all of that sort of thing. But yeah, I agree. I miss Little Chef sauté potatoes as well. I don't think, as much as I would love almost more than anything else in the world, I would love to have 2 Little Chef starter plates, and I mean the actual plate. I would love to have 2 of those in my cupboard that I could deploy. I'm pretty sure I've never eaten a Little Chef early starter in my life. I was always an Olympic breakfast man. And the soto potatoes were kind of what it was all about. Alan's nailed it. There was something incredibly decadent about having disguised chips on your breakfast plate. They were fantastic. They made up for the fact that the sausages were interesting, and you could only guess at their constituent parts. Boaty and all, says Simone. Do you think a Union flag would suit the roof of her 75? Considering the fact that the paint is ruined, it would be a cheap solution. What an interesting idea. I immediately think about Butterflies, written by Carla Lane, starring Wendy Craig and Jeffrey Palmer and a young Nicholas Lyndhurst. And of course, the Mini that also had a Union Jack painted on the roof. Well, I'd rather you did that than scrap it, Simone. I think that could be quite a style statement, actually. I'm amazed Mustard's never done that. Barry says, yes, I sneaked into American Adventures many times for free. Alan says, Holly, I saw your great comment on Emma's video about the Little Chef. I agree with you 100%. Little Chef were the best. Bring them back, I say. Remember the Little Chef free lollies? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Clean your plate, get a free lolly. I'm still planning to do a series of videos where I revisit old Little Chef horns. And I should probably start with my favorite, which would be Quat. Quatt. A very unlikely name. But Quat was my favorite Little Chef. And I would love to tell the whole story about when I used to visit Quat. And I'm just enjoying saying Quat. And I even made a Facebook group about the Quat Little Chef and got some people in there who used to work there. All right, now we're talking about Coke. I like Flamingo Land in North Yorkshire, says Barry. I've never been there. Barry's also sneaked into Alton Towers a few times. How did you do that? I quite enjoyed the Dunrell water park in Netherlands. It had this flume that fired you into a giant bowl at high speed, and you plopped out of the bottom. Speaking of bottoms, my friend went so fast on it that he melted his swimming shorts, and we didn't notice until he got out the pool. That was from Alan. Financial is one of the best niches on YouTube, says Matron. Yeah, well, I'm discovering that. Neil says, Simone, I was planning to do a British General Lee to the ZTT. That's a Dukes of Hazzard reference right there. And my mate photoshopped it on the roof, and it didn't look half bad. 27th of August is coming soon, Boaty, says Peter P. Oh, please, God. Please, God. Holly and Alan are having a love-in about the blessings of full-fat drinks. It sounds like you were very good at sneaking into things when you were a lad, Barry. Gosh. Boaty, says Holly, did Ashley Wood PayPal you that what he said he would for your cancer? No, of course he didn't. And he's never been seen since. It was, I don't know what all that was about. It was a fake profile trying to set me up and for something or other. No idea. Appeal with YouTube for monetization. Can't do anything. Got to wait until the 27th. hopefully on the 27th of next month, all will be well. Emma says, if you need more money, Boaty, I could give you more photos to sell. And Peter P says, please do. I do need more money. I've still got a month to get through. I've got a month to get through, and there are things happening as well. So it'll be grand. It'll be grand. Little Chef lollies with a bomb, Holly, says Alan. I managed to get a whole box of them from Little Chef for wedding favours when I got married. All of my family, friends, and long-suffering wife are well aware of my Little Chef addiction. Oh, I'm impressed by that. I'm impressed by that. Jimmy F500 says there's a danger the demonetization could happen again. It would not happen with Hubnut. They can do what they like to the smaller channels. I suppose it is a danger, but not for the same reason. I put that right the day after I was demonetized. So, fingers crossed, touch wood, all will be well. I collect the Allegro on the 3rd, so happy to bring it along the following week, says Tom. That would be fun. Oh, and Emma, who is in charge of my social diary, says he's free from Tuesday until Saturday the following week. See, I don't know what I'm doing, but Emma does. Oh, dear. Oh, yes, Boaty, says Alan. Orange and Coke is my choice too. I like to squeeze a little into the orange before you ask. Oh, Barry's got to head out and wishes everybody a safe night. And Emma has changed that from Wednesday to Saturday because we'll be driving back from Wales on the Tuesday. Chippy sausage tomato, says Peter P. That would probably be my first choice, but it may not be mustard. I quite fancy an Istanbul doner kebab with the old red doner meat. It's been more than a month since I had that. I do quite fancy that. And maybe even getting their staff curry for tomorrow night's supper. Because I haven't got a supper for tomorrow night. Worth a thought. You do have to keep my... No, not sandwiches, mustard. Not sandwiches. Very sad the Little Chef didn't make it to celebrate their 70th birthday. I thought there was one Little Chef left, but maybe I'm mistaken. I thought someone on YouTube reviewed it, says Holly. Not sure. Yes, Alan, yes. Alan says, Boaty, I've never tried to recreate Little Chef's sauté potatoes, but I'd love to. I feel like we need to meet and recreate the Olympic breakfast. Totally. Oh, God, that would be the ultimate Land Rover lunch or Land Rover breakfast. We could meet up at what used to be a little chef site and try and make an Olympic breakfast between us or something like that. That would be fun. It would be a good video, Peter P. I agree. Simone is off to sleep. Oh, and it is midnight, darling. Say your good nights. I'm sorry that I'm not going to bang on for too long tonight, but I'm a bit knackered. I'm excited about tomorrow. I'm a lot knackered, actually. I am a lot knackered, but I'm kind of buzzing, kind of on a tired high. Really looking forward to tomorrow. Looking forward to tomorrow night's live stream with the lovely Emma. Oh, Quatford. That's right, not Quat. Was it Quatford? Yes, that's the one, Alan. Quatford near Bridgenorth. Where was I getting Quat from? Yeah, Quatford. I've got so many memories. That was a thing for like 10 years throughout my childhood. Oh, the stories really need to go into a video, but I can remember it so well. And I've researched it. I've researched what it is now, what it was then. Like I say, I set up a Facebook group, Remembering Little Chef, with Quatford as the group picture. I think you should go. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, Jason, there's a Little Chef early starter plate on eBay. 25 quid for when you're rich and famous. Oh, is it 25 quid? The last time I looked, there weren't any. Oh, God, I would love one there. Alan's got some. I know Alan's got some. Holly says, Boaty, I noticed the day Ashley came on, he set that channel up only that day. I was suspicious at that point. I looked when he wrote a comment on one of your comment sections after a live stream. Yeah, there was something weird going on there. I think it was somebody trying to trap me into doing something or other. I don't know. Anyway, he hasn't been back since, or whoever it really is. Oh, Andrew Buttigieg, I was Spotty Botty is with us. Holly says, Trisha, hello. Who is Jason? Do you mean Alan Simpson? No, that's Alan. My name is Jason. Everybody calls me Boaty, but my real name is Jason, which is what Trisha has just said. To give you my full name is the Reverend Jason Stafford Parry Hughes. There you go. Now you know everything. That is my full title and name. The Reverend Jason Stafford Parry Hughes. Boat is a lot easier and more informal, though, isn't it? Tom's got to hit the sack now and say good night. Mark the Vicar says good night, all. Peter P says good night. Good night, all. See you somewhere on the internet tomorrow, says Matron. Have a great day at the yard tomorrow, Boaty and Mustard. We will. And that's it. And everybody else is saying good night as well. So thank you so much for your company tonight, darlings. It's been, I've really enjoyed it. I'm sorry that I'm kind of buggering off a bit immediately. Oh, thank you, Holly. Seriously, thank you, Holly. Thank you for being on the case there. It's you miss stuff when you're rattling away doing the live stream, and you lot being vigilant in the comments and doing the digging, and all of you who do it. I'm really grateful. Thank you for keeping everything safe. Cars and Custard is with us and says, tits, I missed this. Apologies. Not to worry. So, right. The important thing to take from this is that tomorrow I will be back at the earlier time, 10 o'clock, and I won't be alone. Emma will be here. It's me and Emma tomorrow night. And a week tomorrow, we're actually going to be together in real life. Tomorrow night, we're going to be on two halves of your screen. And that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So, yeah. Do please join me and Emma at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Matron will be there as well, behind the scenes in the comments. We'll get telephone calls and all sorts. It's going to be wonderful. I can't wait for my day at the yard with dear old Captain Mustard. And don't worry, they're not really going to be sandwiches. I'll make him, I will force him to unbutton his purse. I do quite fancy Istanbul. And there'll be a proper lunch video in the caravan. None of this on the picnic table nonsense where you have to throw the footage away because you couldn't hear anything. And on that note, thank you again for your company. Wish you all a safe and peaceful night. Have the best day that you can tomorrow. I hope that Monday is kind to you. Above all, take really good care of yourselves and those who you love and who love you too. And there we are. Much love from me. Hopefully, see you tomorrow. And on that note, for tune and indeed, Sunday night, bosh.